In this segment, running the business, we're going to talk about 3 points. School within every business, scripting messages, and checklists. Let's look at those individually. Every business should have a school within it to train your employees. This is the only way you're going to get the same process duplicated every time. If you try and do it verbally, as many business people do, they bring in a new employee, they talk to them about how to do something, and then they bring in another employee and they talk to them, and they've got 3 training systems. They've got the one that's in their head, they've got the one they've given the second and the third person. So you've got 3 different systems because you deliver that message differently when you do it verbally. We're back to those manuals we talked about in the very first segment. Journalize and everything in those and update those as necessary. They're very, very important. Now when we get to the message, scripting the message so that it's the same every time. When you're talking to a client, you want to be saying the same thing to them every time to avoid any confusion and delivering exactly what you say you're going to do. And that's the same with all of your staff. So if you've got 2 or 3 people talking to clients, whether they're coming through the door or they're on the telephone, they're getting the same message. There's no confusion in that. In order to do that, you must script out your message. How do you do that? You listen to what you say to that customer and watch their reactions to things that may seem negative for them and think about how you can change that verbiage so that it fits the solution. Last is the checklist systems. In our business, we developed entire checklists. These checklists were developed by the employees within the company in conjunction with the Philip Crosby Quality College. And the result was 0 defects. When a customer was interviewed, we asked them what they needed in their homes, and we did this with all of our current customers to bring together everything they wanted. Then we took it and turned it over to a team. They took it apart and did what they could for the time and money we gave them to work with. And in that way we knew exactly what we could do for the time and money. And the third was that we changed it to another team and they repeated the process, and then finally we took it and had written them in the order in which they should be done. In that way, if it's followed, you script that through your telephone message to the client, you do achieve 0 defects because you're doing what you can. You're not telling them what you can't do, you're telling them what you can do. That's the separation line.